Hey YouTube, it's me. I am home, which means I'm in my uniform. Let's do a little bump date and then we'll talk about it. There's the bump. It's there. I have not taken a bumpy picture, but it's there. I wore something else today. But I'm home and I got the girls down and was able to do a video, and so here we are. And I'm in this again. Anyway, I am well late on the pregnancy update video. This is week 17. We're getting closer and closer to the halfway mark, which is exciting, and bananas because I'm still coming to grips with it. He's not like super active, you know what I mean? So I'm like, it's weird. But anyway, week 17, it's been good. I'm really probably halfway to my next mark, to the 18 mark. But anyway, it's been good. There's not really anything to update. I was just behind because this week has really been crazy. I'm actually working on a week in the life video, which I have to say, this has been a crazy week, as I said, and I struggle with recording things, but I'm working on that. So I have been filming things. I am going to post that, but as far as like this week in terms of pregnancy, it's been pretty unproductive because all my symptoms are pretty much the same. I have had a couple days where I have neglected some of my pills because I've stayed at my mom's a lot, and so I'm just kind of here. I'm just vibing. I'm just doing my thing. My belly, I can tell, is growing. Every now and then I can feel a little bit of movement. It's just not real. It's not a lot. It's not a ton, which is great. I mean, my oldest daughter moved way too much. But see, here's what I'm wondering. I will say this, since I don't have a lot of new things to talk about, I almost have a prediction maybe. I have something I'm curious if it's the case or not. With my oldest daughter, she was a mover and a shaker. I mean, this child was just like, she wouldn't stop. And I don't remember when I started feeling her. I feel like it was early, but I can't remember when I started feeling just the nonstop moving, kicking, the rolling around. Butt was like sticking out of my stomach. This rib was getting kicked out all the time. Stuff like that was happening constantly when I was pregnant with her. And I was always amazed when people would talk. I say people would talk. It was like, you're on social media, right? So you're kind of like enthralled in the world of pregnancy. I'm not as much that way this time. And I think it's because I'm already 2 kids deep. And so I have like homeschool stuff, toddler stuff. So my algorithm, I guess, is like, where with my oldest daughter, it was really concentrated and it was like all pregnancy all the time, blah, blah, blah. Like it really was. But so I don't remember whenever it became like really prevalent that I was feeling her constantly. But dude, I am telling you, she moved like crazy and she was premature. She came naturally on her own early. But the thing of it is I had a posterior placenta. Is that what it's called? Where it's behind. And I was like, okay, like to me, that was the more common thing. I thought, I seem to remember either reading that or hearing that or somebody told me that or I don't know. But anyway, so it was behind. It was in the back. Oh, okay, great, whatever. And then I got pregnant again. And that baby was chill. And I know she was chill. Because she came out chill. So I know she was chill. But I was a lot less astounded by the counting kicks thing. And in fact, I did it 2 or 3 times. The whole, they're like, drink a soda, which I didn't really want to do that. They're like, drink a soda and lay on your side and count your kicks for an hour. I would get the number of kicks you needed to get by like the half-hour point. So obviously she was moving, but it gave me cause for concern because it was just night and day difference of, what I had before versus that time. But then I had the anterior placenta, where it's in the front. I may have those reversed, but anyway, I had had it was in the front. And you can't feel as much, and you can't feel things as strongly, which, you know, is common knowledge or whatever at this point. My mom didn't know about that, but she was like, I was pregnant in the 80s, they didn't tell you anything, you know. I mean, yeah, so true. Where now you practically are your own nurse. You practically have a degree, you know, and you have to. Because my first doctor told me that this pain I was having right here, which by the way is like key sign for preeclampsia. Learned that after I had her. This pain right here that was like excruciating and doubling me over, and I was afraid my insides were ripping outside, and it was just absolutely, she said that was my round ligament. Round ligaments at the bottom. This is why you have to educate yourself, which is really a shame because these people pay lots of money and they go and it's yeah, whatever. But anyway, so yeah, so I couldn't feel her as well, but she was also a very chill baby. And so I'm wondering if this one, the placenta, is in the front, because I felt a lot more like fluttering and, you know, just stuff like that earlier on. And now I feel stuff here and there, but it almost feels like everything that I feel is towards the back. The back, and like, it's a different pattern. It's not just the kicking outwards and the stuff up here. So I am going to have my anatomy scan in a couple weeks. And maybe it's 3 weeks. Maybe it's 3 weeks. But anyway, I'm interested because that's always when they've told me in the past where my placenta's at. So if nothing else, I'm going to ask because I want to know. But I wonder, I'm having a little bit of a prediction from me is that I'm thinking that the placenta is in the front, which is kind of a bummer. I was kind of hoping it was in the back. But it's fine. It is what it is. So yeah, I really have nothing else to report. All the symptoms are pretty much exactly the same as to what they were before. And I feel pretty much exactly the same as to what I did before. Things overall are going great. I don't really have any complaints, and even if I do have any complaints, they're just not big enough, and like truly, legitimately, it could be so much worse. Overall, possibly to date, like to say this like 17-week mark, I can say probably the easiest pregnancy I've experienced thus far, which is great. And I'm in prayer daily about this pregnancy, and in labor and delivery, I just want it all to go really smoothly, and I want to be healthy, and I want this baby to be healthy. It's just what I want. It's what I want. So anyway, thank you for joining me. I think that's all I have to say today. So there should be another update video coming, I mean, sooner rather than later, if I'm honest. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.